lá, né? Vamos continuar. Jnagarbha. Principal. Destruir um ímpetos. Pô, esse frio tá foda, né? Já foi, já.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Dormi.
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up. What about you, Alhaitham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
Okay,
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
Já
The only
sabemos
thing
que vai dar
we're
merda
doing
esse
is
plano,
being
né?
annoying.
Pô, eu tenho que lembrar de fazer comida, velho.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again?
Sim, só pra garantir, quero confirmar tudo de novo.
Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Jnagarbha Day, arguably the most important day to the academia. The sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon.
Já que você está dizendo tudo isso, esse plano não parece muito elaborado.
Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the academia should have already started preparing for Jnagarbha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Eita.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Alhaitham if things go south.
Pô, a gente tem que, antes de ir até a academia aquela em cima, né? Deixa eu ver um lugar aqui pra fazer comida, velho. Eu acho que vai ter bicho pra gente enfrentar. O pior é que eu não vou a esse local aqui há muito tempo. É aqui embaixo. Deixa eu ir lá rapidão. É pra facilitar a nossa luta, né? Contra o que aparecer na nossa frente. O pior é que eu não sei se eu tenho coisa, né? Pra fazer de dano. Agora que eu tenho pelo menos alguma coisinha pouca, né? Ah, eu vou ter que entrar, é? Eu consigo fazer daqui. Culinária. Consigo. Tá. Ok, deixa eu ver o máximo de coisa de dano que eu tenho aqui. É isso? Nossa. O máximo é você, então vai ser você mesmo. Então vai dar pra fazer uma desse. 128. 128 também. Tá, vamos usar esse daqui, né? Só antes de... Nem sei se a gente vai pra luta ou coisa do tipo, mas só pra garantir, né? Só pra garantir. Coisa de defesa. 300% de defesa. Vou pegar um desses, vai. Perfeito. Tá, vou fazer a comida aqui, né? Pô, só tem um. Tem que pegar flor doce. Pegar não, né? Eu tinha que fazer o negócio lá. Ué, não tem coisa pra fazer carne aqui, não é? Ué, achei que tinha. Aí, precisava fazer isso daqui. Tudo bem, né? Esse aqui, cara que vende. Onde é o mercado aqui, né? Tá bom. Vamos assim mesmo. A gente já entrou lá dentro, né? A gente fez que eu peguei outro TP. Entre na academia. Eu já vi aqui, mas foi só pra pegar o TP que tinha ali.
Scribe?
Gribar.
Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
Ih, pai, mas já tá em choque. Se acalme, pai.
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Se está indo mal ou pior, reparar em nós.
Outside guests. How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment.
Okay.
Let me think. Don't tell me the answer. The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the academia for so long because...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
Me colocar de volta nos trilhos.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, Scribe.
Tapeou bem, espero que dê tudo certo, né? Não desconfie e não fale muito.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
A cada pai, mano.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Vamos, let's go, let's go. A gente tem que... A gente vai sair lá do outro lado, né? Academia. Tá. Ah, não cliquei. Ah, isso mesmo. A gente vai entrar na academia. Eu nunca entrei. Eu só fui... Eu dei a volta, né? Fui pro outro lado. Pra pegar o TP. É isso mesmo. Nem cliquei aqui, eu sabia que era alguma coisa importante, né? Quando eu tava procurando o TP, né? As portas se abrem as do lado. Aí eu dei a volta.
Is this the academia's library?
Bonito, bonito.
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Jnagarbha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters. Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
Vamos. Ih, esses guardas aí não vão parar a gente não, velho. Tá, passamos. Academia, pô. Grande, hein? Ninguém parou a gente.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
Ué, vamos sentar debaixo da
You
escada.
think the Grand
Da
Sage
ponte.
will exit from there?
Não, pai.
And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Azar.
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
E sabia que...
What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
É só dar um tapa no pescoço dele e desmaiar ele, pô.
Do not tell me you believed the academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct? It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my
Não é
lack
tarde
of
demais
decorum.
para vocês pararem. Vamos conversar.
Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
E... lá vamos nós pro escritório do diabo, né? Abrir uma passagem secreta.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
Relaxe, pai.
All right then, Traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me?
Tem muitas
Today is
perguntas.
Jnagarbha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you
Você não
all.
pode confiar nos fatus. Fatus têm segundas intenções, né?
You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from
Gnoses. Talvez alguma espécie de...
me? Worthless.
É inútil?
Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work. Creating a
Normalmente
god.
os fatus estão atrás de gnose, né?
Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it.
Você está dizendo que isso é o ápice, né? Da sabedoria humana. Mas no final ainda está contando com Deus, né?
You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
Enquanto a Lorde menor funcionária, né? Você já não possui sua divindade?
Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali, what can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the academia. Does that make us equal to the gods? We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like?
Mas você sabe porque ela parece uma criança? Não sabe, né?
With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
Eu não sei o que eu posso dizer ou fazer. Arrogância dos estudiosos.
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Alhaitham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Eu acho que ele ainda é do bem, será? Só tá fazendo isso pra poder ajudar nós depois? Ou ele só é um mentiroso mesmo e fudeu nós? Vamos ver, o que vai dar.
So you're still on the academia side!
Mas ele mandou a gente falar aquelas palavras, né? Lá. Tem um motivo daquelas palavras, né?
We finally started to trust you!
Amaram para nós.
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Jnagarbha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons.
Quando você diz pessoas desonestas, isso também inclui seu general Mahamatra. Não sei como fala assim.
Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion?
Mas acho que ele tá fazendo isso para nos ajudar, né?
In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
You're despicable!
Só bater em todo mundo, velho.
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no? Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. I will spell things out.
Diga.
First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have have mentioned Sino just now?
The academia had not
Acho que não,
received
pai.
correspondence
Acho que não ia
from
mudar
its
nada, eu já
scribe for
sabia
a
de tudo
prolonged time.
praticamente.
You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work.
Como eu falei, não seria tão fácil assim, né?
Sneak into the academia on Jnagarbha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe, for there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say, no? Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
É, ele traz só a própria fonte.
So flight is turned to fight at long last. Guards!
É, vamos meter pau em todo mundo aí, é isso. Vamos lutar 5 FPS, será? Ou a gente vai lutar com... Ah, na animação.
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Jnagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Ó, ele jogou alguma coisa ali, ó. A risadinha do mafioso. Ó a risadinha do mafioso. Tudo um bait. Será que ele vai acreditar que isso aí foi tudo um teatrinho, velho? Não, calma aí, pô. A gente vai continuar isso aqui, a gente continua no próximo, né? Senão vai ficar gigante isso aqui. Continua no próximo.